News just reaching us from Sky News.
Do you expect any news on a new manager?
Yeah, I do. You know, I would like to see appoint a new permanent manager. I wouldn't like to see that. You know, he's come in as a bit of a shield and to try and bring a bit of a...
Jürgen Klopp returns to Liverpool FC. The King is back at Anfield. Liverpool Football Club has once again become the centre of global football attention, as Sky Sports confirmed this morning that Jürgen Klopp has officially returned as manager. The charismatic German tactician loved by millions of Reds fans around the world is back at the helm to restore passion, intensity, and glory to Anfield. This monumental announcement comes after months of speculation, emotional fan pleas, and behind-the-scenes negotiations that finally resulted in Klopp's long-awaited comeback. For Liverpool supporters, it's more than just a managerial appointment, it's a homecoming. The return of a legend. Jürgen Klopp's first reign at Liverpool between 2015 and 2024 was nothing short of historic. The German manager transformed the Reds from a team struggling for consistency into European champions, Premier League winners, and global icons of high-octane football. Under Klopp's leadership, Liverpool achieved what many thought was impossible. They conquered Europe in 2019 with that unforgettable Champions League triumph in Madrid, then followed it up with their first Premier League title in 30 years. Klopp became not just a manager but a symbol of belief, energy, and unity. When Klopp announced his departure in early 2024, citing exhaustion and a need for rest, the football world mourned. His emotional farewell press conference left even the toughest fans in tears. Few could have imagined that just over a year later, the man who defined modern Liverpool would walk back through the doors of Melwood, or in this case, the AXA Training Centre, to reignite the fire. High voltage. Why Klopp's return changes everything. Liverpool's decision to reappoint Klopp speaks volumes about both the club's ambition and its recognition that no one understands Anfield better than him. His leadership goes beyond tactics, it's about culture, mentality, and connection. Klopp's signature gegenpressing style, a fast, aggressive pressing system that suffocates opponents, is expected to return immediately. Fans can anticipate a rejuvenated Liverpool that hunts in packs, attacks with purpose, and plays every minute with passion. Inside sources at Sky Sports suggest Klopp has already held initial talks with key senior players, including Virgil van Dijk, Mohamed Salah, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Alisson Becker, emphasizing the need to rediscover the Liverpool DNA. That message alone has reignited belief among players and fans alike. Tactically, Klopp's second spell is expected to be even more intriguing. During his first tenure, he evolved from the heavy metal chaos of his early years into a more controlled, flexible strategist capable of adapting formations and game plans to beat any opponent. Now, with the Premier League more competitive than ever, featuring tactical masterminds like Pep Guardiola, Mikel Arteta, and Ange Postecoglou, Klopp faces a new challenge, but if anyone thrives on competition, it's him. Analysts predict he'll rebuild Liverpool's midfield once again, possibly focusing on dynamic box-to-box profiles similar to the prime days of Wijnaldum and Henderson, while integrating the club's new generation Alexis Mac Allister, Dominic Szoboszlai, and Ryan Gravenberch into a more balanced and pressing-focused system. Klopp's return is expected to immediately impact the transfer market. Sources close to the club report that Liverpool's hierarchy has promised significant financial backing to reshape the squad in his vision. Top targets could include a defensive midfielder to solidify the spine, a pacey winger to support Salah, and possibly a young striker to compete with Darwin Núñez. Klopp's influence remains one of the strongest magnets in world football. Players want to play for him. The question is not whether Liverpool will sign big names, but rather which players will best fit Klopp's pressing philosophy and team-first mentality. Red Heart fan reaction. Anfield erupts. The news of Klopp's return has sent shockwaves through the football community and sparked pure euphoria in Liverpool. Within minutes of the Sky Sports announcement, "Welcome Home Klopp" began trending worldwide on social media platforms. At Anfield, fans gathered spontaneously, waving flags, singing "You'll Never Walk Alone," and reliving memories of the glory years. The emotional connection between Klopp and the Liverpool faithful is unlike anything else in football, built on shared passion, triumph, heartbreak, and unshakable belief. One fan summed it up perfectly outside the stadium: "Klopp isn't just a manager, he's the soul of Liverpool. When he left, it felt like part of us went with him. Now he's back, and we're whole again." Stadium. What this means for the Premier League. Klopp's return doesn't just transform Liverpool, it changes the entire Premier League landscape. His presence reignites one of the fiercest modern rivalries, Klopp versus Guardiola, the battle that defined English football for years. Pep Guardiola himself once described Klopp as the best rival I've ever had, and the football world can now look forward to another chapter in their tactical duel. Arsenal, Manchester City, Tottenham, and even Manchester United will all be watching closely as Klopp looks to re-establish Liverpool among the league's elite. Fire a second era of dominance. Many are already calling this the beginning of Klopp 2.0. The German's return isn't just about nostalgia, it's about evolution. Having had time away from the daily grind, Klopp returns with renewed energy, perspective, and clarity. Liverpool's owners reportedly made this decision after carefully assessing the club's direction post-Arne Slot. They recognized that no figure embodies the club's spirit, identity, and ambition more than Jürgen Klopp. If his first era was about revival and redemption, this second era could be about sustained dominance. The challenge is monumental, but Klopp has never shied away from the impossible. Speech balloon. Klopp's first words. In his first brief statement to Liverpool's official media, Klopp said, "Liverpool is home. I never stopped believing in this club, these fans, and what we can achieve together. The fire is still there, maybe even stronger. Let's go again." Those words perfectly capture the essence of what this return means: a rebirth of hope, emotion, and belief that Liverpool can once again conquer England and Europe. Trophy. The road ahead. The next few weeks will be crucial. Klopp's immediate focus will be assessing the current squad, determining who fits his plans, and preparing for the January transfer window. Pre-season intensity levels are expected to skyrocket, and training sessions will once again be filled with Klopp's trademark energy and booming voice. Every player will be given a chance to prove themselves, but standards will be sky high. Liverpool's fixture list offers little breathing room, with tough upcoming clashes in both the Premier League and Europe. But with Klopp back in charge, one thing is certain: the belief is back. Jürgen Klopp's return to Liverpool is more than a football story, it's an emotional saga of loyalty, passion, and unfinished business. The man who turned doubters into believers has come home, ready to write another chapter in Liverpool's glorious history. For the players, fans, and the club itself, this marks the beginning of a new journey, one filled with hope, energy, and the promise that the best is yet to come. So buckle up, Reds fans. The Klopp era isn't over. It's just getting started again. Red Circle Fire. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more videos.